Hello and welcome to the video. Today we are going to discuss using probing questions to gain clarity about what our members need. Let's get started. By the end of this video, we'll be able to understand why it's important to know our members' needs, and we'll be able to ask them questions in order to gain clarity, and we will be able to continually connect OTF to our members' needs throughout their fitness journey with us. So first, when should we be asking questions of our members? When in their fitness journey is it important to understand our members' needs and if we're meeting them? Well, we have some common places when we're closing a sale, during our follow-up calls, win-backs and missed guests, during the termination of memberships if it comes to that point, but more importantly, all of the time during lobby life. Every interaction helps us understand how OTF can bring more value to our members. Even our members who are having a great experience, we want to understand why it's great. How is OTF bringing them the most value? Members often don't explain their needs right away, whether in a good situation or a bad situation. And it's our job to dig in and discover the best way that OTF can meet their needs in the future or are currently meeting their needs. If you're trying to manage a sale or possibly a termination, you might hear the member say, "I don't know, can I think about it?" Or if you're engaging in lobby life and you ask a member how their class was and they say, "The class was good." All those are examples of really surface level responses. When we use probing questions, we're trying to dig into more specific information. We really want information that dips below the surface. For example, the membership is over my budget, or I would have to rush from work to make class. That's great. With that specific information, we now know how to pose OTF as a solution because we understand the actual issue. Or in the case that the member's having a great time, they may say, "I had to push myself more on the rower to get my splat points." That's fantastic. We love that that member has elevated themselves, that they have to push even harder during class. So what does the process look like? It's fairly simple. The member makes a general comment, "It went good, I'm not sure," and we ask a follow-up question. We want that follow-up question to be specific or engage the member in a way that they're going to respond more specifically. When they respond, we're going to listen for that hidden need. Now, here's the trick. They may not always address that hidden need the first time. Sometimes we need to ask another question or a third question, but eventually we'll get there. And then we will either be able to explain how OTF works for them, or we'll be able to gain a better understanding of how OTF is helping them meet their needs. Let's look at an example as if we are trying to close a new member. If the new potential member says, "It's just not a good time right now," we have a few options. Our first option is to say, "I totally understand. We're here when you're ready to start your journey with us." But we don't understand why it's not a good time right now. So we can't help the member understand the different options the OTF might provide for them. So instead, let's look at how we might be able to ask the member a question that helps us dig deeper. We can still start the same way and say, "I totally understand. What's on your mind right now that's making you feel that way?" Then the member may say, "Oh, my schedule is packed and I just don't know that I can show up on time." There we go. Now we understand how to offer this member a solution. We might say, "Got it. A lot of our members start with 2 classes a week to see how it fits into their schedule. Do you want to try that for a week and see how it feels?" So that is an example of how when we engage in just a question or two, we can really help to uncover the hidden needs of our members. Remember that our goal in asking questions is to gain clarity and information. So consider the information that you really need to understand the concern. You can ask a specific question, like what does your typical week look like? Or if you really don't know how to respond, you can do what we did in the example and say, what's on your mind when you say you're not ready or you're not sure? Either way, you're helping to uncover those hidden needs. So remember, asking these questions continually during lobby life, during the entire member journey with us, gives us information and insight that we need to continually get better as an organization. Your curiosity is going to lead to clarity, and clarity helps create that value and community that we all know and we all love. So work on your goal as you move toward mastering asking questions. Before you go anywhere, don't forget to set your goal. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to ask 2 questions before responding to an objection? Do you want to ask each member a probing question during lobby life to see how OTF is helping them meet their goal? Make a specific, actionable goal. And then talk about, why does this goal matter? What impact is that going to have? And then what about you? What are you going to gain? How will you grow, learn, or improve by working through this goal? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.